Welcome back to the Commodities Dig. I'm Amy Hogan. I'm talking with Randy Smallwood today, CEO of Silver Wheaton, and we just finished talking about the long-term growth potential of silver. But I was asking, you've invested a lot into gold recently with Salobo, Sudbury, and then Constancia. Is that because you see more opportunity in the gold space?
Yeah, I mean, the big hurdle for us is the quality of the assets. We really focus on operating margins, and so the first hurdle when it comes to an opportunity, an investment opportunity for us at Silver Wheaton, is to ensure that the assets have very high operating margins. So when an asset like Salobo and Sudbury, or assets like Salobo and Sudbury come along, very, very low operating costs, lowest first quartile assets. Our company, 92% of our production comes from first quartile assets. So irrespective of whether it's silver and gold, the most important thing to us is the quality of the assets, and that's where both Salobo and Sudbury appealed to us, is that they're very, very profitable operations. They'll be operating for a very long time and delivering value back to us for a very long time. So that's the first hurdle. So there wasn't anything specific about looking for gold or looking for silver. It was the best opportunity available for us to continue growing our company.
I was reading a report, you were quoted in it saying that 2013 was one of your best acquisition growth years, which I was kind of surprised about because I haven't heard a lot about Silver Wheaton in the news recently. Are you expecting to make any more streaming deals in 2014? Oh, of course. Big blockbuster ones? Like
we're
the
always
Valet
looking
one?
for them. Yeah, no, we're always looking for them. And we are active. Again, going back to the fact that this is a relatively flat commodity price market, there's lots of opportunities out there in terms of companies looking for capital. The reason that I think 2013 was such a great year for us was we went all the way from, it really showed what streaming can be used for. Going all the way from doing a transaction with Vale, which at the time was a $130 billion market cap company.
Now that hit the papers big time.
Yes, exactly. All the way down to the Sandspring early deposit agreement.
Yes.
At that time, Sandspring's market cap was $18 million. Yeah. To be able to use streaming to support companies of that range of scale just sort of highlighted the strength of the model and the strength of Silver Wheaton in terms of our opportunities set going forward. So 2013 was a great year for that.
Right, and we're going to talk about Sand Springs in a little bit.
Sure.
But let's talk about Las Bombas.
No.
So
Yes.
I know that there was a lot of buzz in the papers about some interest that Silver Wheaton had in a streaming, setting up a streaming agreement with Glencore on that asset. And there's now been an announcement that an offshore arm of Min Metals is looking to purchase that property.
That's right.
How disappointed were you?
Well, it hasn't gone away. First off, we weren't talking to Glencore directly about doing a stream with them. We were talking to a number of different parties about potentially teaming up with them to help purchase the asset. Our experience is that these assets, these opportunities don't go away. They just continue to, mature. Min Metals still needs a lot of capital to get that mine completed, up and running. If we've got their own capital commitments elsewhere, so we are of course still ready and waiting to help them on that capital side. The reason Las Bombas, I brought it up as a good example of what's available out there, is because it is one of the perfect examples. It's a copper asset that nobody really puts a lot of value in to the precious metal side, and yet the amount of value to a precious metal stream on an asset like Las Bombas should make for a winning bid in terms of anyone that's putting together a proposal on that, because streams are always worth more than their proportional ratio of the revenue, and so we're still confident that there's still an opportunity with respect to Las Bombas. It hasn't gone away. There's now, not quite yet, but it hasn't closed yet, but there's a new owner. We'll see. Okay,
great. Well, we're going to take a break now, but when we come back, we'll talk about this new type of streaming arrangement that you've put together for the junior sector.